Hi, this is Rad from MR Sports Cars. Here I've got a lovely Porsche 981 Cayman GTS. One of the late ones. It registered April 2016, so one of the last ever registered in the UK. And it's finished in absolutely stunning Carrara white tri-coat metallic, which is basically a pearlescent. So it has Carrara white base, then it has a metallic with a pearl effect metallic in it, and then it has a clear coat. So it's 3 coats of paint on this, and it means that when the sun's out, which it isn't at the moment, it looks like a very pearl metallic white, very shiny, not flat at all. You can see more of the contours as a result because of that metallic fleck. Absolutely huge option list on this car. I'm going to attempt to try and do it all off the car, but I've also got the options list in the car as well to talk through it. That is available as a PDF along with the service history, the full diagnostics with PSE 3, which is the same as what Porsche main dealers use to check for errors, check for over revs, check for clocking, all of that stuff we do as well. That's a PDF available to download on our website. You click on the ad. If you're on a desktop, it's on the right hand side just below the vital stats. If you're on a mobile, you scroll all the way to the bottom. There's also the sales brochure for a Cayman GTS from when they were new, as well as that PDF to see all the service history, full options list, full equipment list, full spec. You can see how big it is, how fast it accelerates, how much horsepower it has, as well as the full diagnostics in that file. Now on the outside, it's got a huge number. I mean, basically this car has got, I've just counted it, 16 special codes. So 11 X codes and then an additional 5 other special codes, things like coloured keys, the tyre pressure monitoring valves painted in black, things like that. There's just a huge array of special bits that elevate this car, making it a very special collector's piece. And it's got very low mileage as well. So on the outside, it's got the Black Edition PDLS Plus. So these have got not only the bezels that rotate as you go around corners, but it also has the high beam assist all built in through the windscreen, I think. So it will lower the high beam if there's a car oncoming that it detects. It has the full black pack, the GTS black pack. So it has all of the special front and rear bumpers, all of the additional bits that make it the GTS are all painted in gloss black from the factory as per the option codes. It has the 3rd radiator, which all GTSs have in that optional aero kit front bumper. It has the Carrera S Mark III 20-inch alloy wheels, and they're in absolutely stunning condition. No marks on them at all. Full factory colours, so metallic silver edge, black spokes, and then a grey interior. Guards red brake calipers, which are standard on all S models and GTSs. Discs and pads are in absolutely phenomenal condition, as are the tyres. Are all Michelin Pilot Sport 4Ss and they're N0 rated. They're also quite recent. They are not old, they're not cracking around the edges, and they've got loads of tread left as well. It's got the GTS stickers there, which are also part of that GTS pack, and the gloss exterior pack also extends to these parts not being in a sort of like a matte plastic finish. They are a gloss black, as are these triangles. It's got an additional code which I've never seen on a Cayman or a Boxster, particularly a Cayman. These are normally in a sort of like a matte black plastic. On this car, they have been spec'd in aluminium, not plastic, not rubber, and finished in what's called black line, so basically a gloss black finish to match all of these parts here, part of that other pack, including these vents here. These vents are also part of that black pack to be painted in gloss black. It's got the darkened glass GTS rear lights, which are LEDs. And then it's got the lower splitter, the GTS lower splitter, which is part of that rear spoiler package for the GTS. And that's finished in that gloss black finish as well. Absolutely phenomenal condition. The tailpipes are also gloss black. Or I should say satin black, actually, the tailpipes. Gloss black badges as well from the factory. Now you might notice, if you see a lot of these cars, this car's spoiler, when it's up, is higher than the standard setting, and that's because this car's got another lovely factory option, which is the X73 pack. So that is the sports chassis, sport suspension, so it sits 20mm lower than a car without PADM and 10mm lower than a GTS with PADM, so it sits nice and hunkered down. But also this spoiler from the factory raises to a higher setting than you can get in a non X73 pack Cayman, so you can see that becomes more pronounced. That's normally a standard down, and I'll show you that with it down so you can compare. So that's it fully down, and then I'll just show you it going up, so you can see it's almost like a robot type sequence with all these lovely arms here exposed, and at quite an attack angle there. Now carrying on the outside, I think that's it, but you can see the X73 but makes a big difference to how this car looks on the road. It does look very sporty and well poised, ready for your favourite B road. Front condensers, radiators are in great condition behind there, behind those big vents at the sides there. Daylight running lights also on the front. Has auto wipers, it has auto dimming mirrors. These are folding as well, which is another option, and that, as a result, they have the LED there, welcome LEDs on the side. You don't get that unless you get the full electric mirrors. Just looks glorious in this colour. The interior is the GTS package interior, so it has Alcantara, extended black leather with red stitching. Also, it's been spec'd with all the carbon fibre trims, so on the doors, the dashboard, the centre console, all in lovely condition. And then it has the stitched GTS logo in the headrests, half Alcantara, half leather, with all the lovely red stitching. The seat belts are black with the red accents. The mats are also red logos with the red stitching to match the rest of this very special, very highly optioned GTS. Separately, this car has been spec'd with the Sport Design steering wheel in Alcantara. So this is why Alcantara, and also the PDK selector has been selected in Alcantara as well. So really makes this a very special, unique place. We've fully cleaned this Alcantara with all the specialist cleaners that you would use to clean Alcantara. So yeah, it's as new in here. Has all of the sports related options, so Sport Plus, switchable sports exhaust, traction control button, start stop, spoiler. It doesn't have the PADM switchable suspension button because, as I said, this has the X73 pack, so it's always fixed at this sort of setting of hardness. So it is a very focused drive. It's not uncomfortable, it doesn't crash over bumps, but it is a very nice sort of B road car as a result. Really focused, like a GT3 or a 991 GTS would feel on the road. Has the optional cruise control system. The GTS also comes with the Carmine Red center dial there with GTS on it, and it also has another lovely option, which is the illuminated stainless steel door entry guard. So this is actually lit up with a white LED. As I said, it has the folding mirrors, so I'll show you those going up and going down. So that happens when you lock the car. You can have it set so it folds them up, which this car has, but you can disable it as well if you want to. As I said, it has tyre pressure monitoring, so it has different valves here, and it means that when you scroll through the screen, let me start it up actually, because we might as well hear how amazing this car sounds. So as well as having the switchable sports exhaust, it also has the optional sound Symposer. So that means that it has an extra piece of pipe that goes from the engine bay into the cabin, which is all concealed, and it lets extra sound in from the engine bay into the cabin. When you select the different modes, it opens a different amount, so it makes it even louder in the cabin when that's selected, especially with the sports exhaust. So it sounds absolutely sensational in here. When you have the different modes selected, it also shows up here. So if you just have Sport Plus, it also has launch control, These cars have 340 horsepower. This car has got the power kit as well, so that's the additional 10 horsepower that you get with these cars. That's all spec'd on the options list, which you can see as the PDF, and I'll show you in a second. And it has the heated seat option. The seats are the hardback sports seats with the two-way electric manual height adjustment and manual forward and back, and they have the metallic grey backs to them. Really comfy seats because they have these larger bolsters which are in fantastic condition on both sides. There's no rips or tears or wear marks on any part of this car because it's been very well cared for. Full Porsche main dealer service history, and also last sold by Porsche as well. Only 17,340 miles, so an ultra low mileage GTS. Getting harder and harder to find these because they are so practical. It's so usable. I'll just show you the front and rear boots. So there's the rear boot. It's basically a two-seater hatchback with additional boot at the front, so you can fit golf clubs in there if you want to. You can have an additional one of those nets, or you can move that net down if you want to have stuff there concealed behind this fabric screen. You can store stuff there. There's also cubbies either side of the engine bay there. And at the front you've got another great big boot which you can have the kind of carry-on luggage. You can have two of them stood up because it goes all the way to the floor there. You've got all your tools in the side, so that's tyre gel, warning triangle, and on this side you've got the towing eye, locking wheel bolt, and a set of tools which includes a spanner, a reversible screwdriver, and a headlight adjustment tool. Under here you've got your battery. There's your battery, original Porsche battery there. So this car could go back under Porsche warranty if you wanted to. There's the tyre compressor as well, because it's all still got its original Porsche factory parts. This car does come with 6 months warranty with us, which can be extended if you want to. It's got all of its original factory stickers. There was one on the boot lid, rear hatch lid as well. Sounds absolutely glorious, this car. I really love, for me, these are, for the road, these are better than GT3s. A lot of people think that who actually use this car. I mean, it just sounds sensational. It just sounds so ferocious. And then when you switch off the exhaust, it makes it a bit quieter. Not much though. It's still a very nice, sporty sounding car, regardless of what mode you have it in. So this screen here, you can change what you view. So you've got some vital statistics there, and you can change what you view there as well. I'll just show you. It's probably too cold to check the oil, but I can show you there's no error messages. Obviously our diagnostics go further than that and actually check every single computer in this car. Next major service due June 2024. Next minor service due June 2024. Next oil change due June 2024. So lots of life left. You can have what's on the audio, your phone when it's connected, because this has got the full Bluetooth module as well. It's also got something which I'll show you now. So there's Tyre Pressure Monitoring, Sport Chrono Package Plus, so you can start that stopwatch, and then when you stop it, you can reset it, and then when you come out of that menu, it will revert back to being a clock. There we go. G-force meter as well, and it can show you maximum G's you've pulled, and you can quickly reset that as well. So that's those bits. In terms of media options, so this car has got something called online services, which I haven't really looked into until I've had this car. I mean, this is our specialism, but the online services thing I haven't looked into, I'll be honest, but I've looked into it now and it's actually quite cool. So when you connect your phone via the USB there, you can download an app called AHA Radio, and when you plug it into that USB, it syncs with the car, and as a result, you'll then get an extra option here called AHA. You select that, and you've got all these cool options of things you can, here we go. So you can actually find your nearest hotel, you can check the weather, you can play various different feeds. I've got it on the dance feed there, but also I believe, yeah, there's audiobooks, there's music, there's news stations, there's sports. All of that is basically the precursor to CarPlay. So this car has, through your phone's data, not having to use your phone to basically find things around you, navigate to check the weather. All of that stuff can be done just by using the PCM. So that's a really nice extra option that this car has from the factory. So you can, as well as having all the other sources, so you've got the Jukebox, you've got Bluetooth audio streaming as well, which will come up when you sync your phone through the Bluetooth. And yeah, CD, DVD player, AM, FM as well. Obviously sat nav. So yeah, everything you could possibly want in this era of car is here. It's got the full front and rear parking sensors as well. Cruise control, I don't know if I mentioned that, it's got the full cruise control system. Auto lights, as well as them being the PDLS. It's got the BOSE system, the full upgraded sound system there. And then also it has that lovely red stitching. There's Porsche Club member owned previously as well. So I'll just go through what I've got here on my, which is the PDF. 2 pages worth of options, absolutely huge list. Carrara white tri-coat, extended black leather interior with red stitching in Alcantara, red stitched black floor mats with red Porsche lettering, headlamp washers in gloss black, Porsche keys painted in Carrara white. So there it is there. Really lovely. Online services, black valves for tyre pressure monitoring, sport chassis minus 20mm, alloy wheels painted in gloss black with diamond cut finished edge, preparation for illuminated door entry guards, carbon fibre, switchable sports exhaust, Alcantara, gear selector and steering wheel, carbon door trim, stainless steel door entry guards which are obviously illuminated, darkened glass LED tail lights. It's the GTS version, obviously, blackface stopwatch, Carmine Red instrument dials. I mean, the list just goes on and on. It's absolutely huge. GTS gloss black exterior package, front rear splitters, side vents, wing mirror base, PADM, so it has the active drivetrain mounts. It has the PTV system as well, so it's the mechanical locking rear differential, which you don't normally, that's not a something that comes standard with the GTS. You have to spec it separately. So a lot of these GTSs don't have the locking rear differential, which completely changes how these cars, how composed they are coming out of corners. When you apply the power, it's actually a really seamless sort of transition coming out of corners. Rain sensor, so it's got auto wipers, folding electric mirrors with dimming, Sport Seats Plus, seat heating, no rear wiper, which is good, cruise control, tyre pressure monitoring, GTS bumper, black seat belts with red details, Alcantara roof lining. Okay, so this is another lovely option on this car. So the full headlining is in Alcantara. Caymans typically have a fabric roof liner. They don't have Alcantara. This one has the full Alcantara, just like a 911 does. So that's a really nice option on this car. Full sat nav, Bluetooth, PDLS lights, boxes front and rear, Sport Chrono Package Plus, navigation, vehicle tracker, the 445 watt BOSE 10 speaker system, aluminium package exterior door trims and triangles in gloss black finish called Blackline, Alcantara seat inserts, Alcantara dashboard, center armrest package and red with red stitching, extended leather with red stitching. I mean, this car is literally the ultimate Cayman GTS. The 981s are, for me, the high point, the high watermark of Porsche sports, modern Porsche sports cars, because they're naturally aspirated. It's a 3.4, 340 horsepower, as I said. It will do 60 in around 4.2. Has a direct fuel injection engine, so it doesn't suffer any reliability issues around bore scoring, IMS bearing failures or RMS oil seal leaks. These cars just run, sound fantastic. And a lot of people have gone into the later 718s, particularly the 2 litre or the 2.5 litre turbo 4-cylinder flat 4s, have gone back to 981s, so the flat 6 normally aspirated cars like this GTS. This GTS is basically, other than a GT4, is the highest spec Cayman you can get, and these have been holding their value so well because all the collectors know that these are the cars that you want to own and drive over the long term. Well, I hope you found this video useful. You've learned something about Cayman GTSs, and if you are interested in buying this car, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching.